Well, look, the investments that we've made over the last 5 years have given a lot of protection to a lot of homes, including here in Northwich. During Storm Christoph, we've protected around 27,000 homes through the investments we've made over the last decade or so. We're making more investments in the future. And one of the things we are certainly looking at is with that additional capital money, some £5.2 billion, is putting an additional weighting for frequently flooded communities. So the communities that don't just get flooded once in every 15 or 20 years, those that get flooded sometimes 3 or 4 times in a decade, we want them to be able to get access to more funds to improve the schemes in those towns. Well, look, in 2016 we had a major flood scheme here. £7 million was invested, about 1.7 kilometres of extra defences in this area. Those defences did work, they did hold the river back, but certainly what we saw here, as in some other areas, with such high rainfall, more rain in 48 hours than we would normally see in the entire month of January, was a loss of surface water. The drainage system couldn't cope, and that's why we've had to bring in some additional pumping equipment to get the water back into the river. Well, the important thing to note is that the flood defence scheme worked. It did its job. It kept the river within its boundaries, and we didn't get the river bursting its banks and flooding the town. The issue we had was with surface water drainage, and I do know that both the Environment Agency and United Utilities, the water company here that's responsible for that drainage, and the local authority are working on a plan to try to improve that drainage so that it's got the capacity to cope with these sorts of high levels of rainfall.